welcome to World of Warships with Flimsy Lunch Tray and Sea of Fortune in Domination mode. And if you look at the player lineup here, and clan lineup here, you can see that we're in for a rather interesting battle today. So, I'm actually going to turn the volume up because I think it's rather low right now. Make it a little bit nicer. Alright. So, in this battle today, this one is going to be a very tight one, and I'm just going to tell you straight up that I usually don't film videos of me losing. I'm not actually sure if I've done that. No, I have done that. I've done that once at least. But this is going to be, spoiler alert, losing. I do lose random battles. I think I probably featured too many victories rather than defeats. So I thought I would go ahead and feature this video as we're back in the Kagerō with two of my clanmates, Sammy Small and Hello Everybody 5. And how do I want to put this? I always say that I'm not sure how to put it. After this battle was over and the later went to go to bed, I was running different battle simulations in my head and trying to think, was there a different way? Could I have done something different that would have brought about a different end result? And I think I can say no. I'm going to tell you where there's going to be a fatal error. I was aware of the risk of the decision that I made, but it's just the challenge of when you're a destroyer, you can't be at every place at one time. That you do need to be positioned where you're best contributing to your team and not just wasting time as a player. So I'm not going to actually say what it is until it comes up. So if you look here as our lineup, we have a Baltimore and a Neptune. Neptune could have smoke or could have radar, but we know the Baltimore has radar, and it's like a 10-kilometer radar. And I've been looking on the map, and I see the Baltimore is down at F6, roughly, G6. So he's not a threat, and the Neptune is going to C, so no worries there. So I decided I was originally going to go around the island, but I thought, might as well just go ahead and push in and take the cap, since I can see the Baltimore's not there. The Kid is at C, which makes me relieved, since the Kid is a very, it's a knife fighting destroyer that the Kagerō is not equipped to take on. So yeah, so right now we're just getting finished capping A. And I'm wondering where this other destroyer is as I launch preemptive torps, maybe if DC? Yeah, I was going to stop in that smoke. But we're going to be surprised here. Oh, hardcore spotted. Oh, the Stratsu. Oh, okay, he's here. So that's not good. So it looks like he's already dumped some torpedoes through that channel. But we're going to swing our guns around as fast as they will swing around and see if we can't finish off the Stratsu. Because I don't want him to live any longer if he's maybe potentially firing torpedoes at the allies, which I'm assuming he has got to set off. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. 978,000 or 978 damage and taking him out. So, he was on his last leg. So we do see the torpedoes, as I think Hello Everybody launched his Hydro. I'm not entirely sure. And that's where I realized I can outrun these torps, so I'm just going to go ahead and swing around. So you may have noticed when I was kind of hinting about the clan lineup, you can see I have an 07 clan. And we ran into several different 07 clan members this night, and we never won. This was just one of those matches where, yeah, we weren't doing, we weren't able to make it out on top. And you'll see why that is for this battle. So right now, we're doing good. We're almost a 200-point lead. Our Akatsuki is capping C. The Kid is dead. And I'm like, yes, Great, we're about to take this cap. And the Akatsuki dies. So now we don't have that cap. And I think that Baltimore is just camping at Bravo because he wants to keep a destroyer out from capping it, which, I mean, makes sense to have the radar use in the center of the map, so he's playing it well, but he's not doing too much for where he's at. Now, I want to push up here, and my torpedoes are 10-kilometer range, and I like to get a little closer to help ensure torpedoes hitting. And it looks like most of them are staying relatively good distance. So I've got eyes on this York and this North Carolina. Yeah, so we're going to dump both those sets. And once we eliminated that destroyer, it seems like more of the enemy ships have pushed in on this flank. So that's something we'll have to be mindful of. So I've been telling hello everybody in Alaska, don't come around the corner. Like, if you can only just limit the number of ships that have an angle on you, just do that. There's no need for them to come around the corner and be shot up by 4 different ships. So I'm kind of falling back a little bit. I'm not sure what this North Carolina is doing. At first I wasn't sure if he was actually going to push in, because one of the things that I like to do as a destroyer player is I like to try to feel out the enemy players I'm up against. Usually I can discern whether quickly or not if I'm dealing with someone who's pretty good that I need to be concerned of. And you can see that in North Carolina, he's kind of speeding up and slowing down, so I think he's just conscious of torpedoes. So kind of keeping my eye on that. And this York is pushing in, and I'm betting he's going to be turning starboard. He's going to go right towards this island, because he's probably going to get out of fire. So that's what I think he's going to do. So we're going to dump that set off on him. I'm holding my second set. I think I dump it against the North Carolina here. But I am holding it to see what's going on with this York. So right now he's driving right into the path of those torpedoes. Predictable. And one's gonna hit. Oh, but that's gonna be enough. Success. Okay. So now they're down another player in this flank. So I'm trying to help my team to be able to push up and break out here. And this North Carolina player is not doing too well. And at some point I'm expecting him to stop kiting in that direction and turn to port, turn left. So I'm kind of waiting to see when's he gonna do it, And I've been very thankful that the carrier player has not been focusing on me. He's allowed me to continue doing this. And there comes a slight left turn there from Scary Snowman. Now the problem here, as I continue to kind of kite him from a distance, is he's just running away. Now, I keep waiting for him maybe to turn further in to catch back up with the Leon, possibly, but he's just kiting away at that angle. And the challenge here is if we leave him alive on this corner, this flank, and the hello everybody in Alaska and Leon push up, he is a risk to be leaving alive. Ooh, I'm gonna get him. Yeah, so we're gonna get torpedoed there and flooding. Let's see, he's still flooding. Still flooding. So we really need to get rid of him. So again, I'm not dumping this other set of torpedoes on him because he is almost at range of torpedoes. And he must have used a damaged con earlier. So I'm kind of leaving him to, hello everybody, I'm leaving him to the Leon. Like, you guys focus on him. I'm gonna go move in towards Bravo. Right now we have the points advantage, but yeah. And this Leon is still running. I guess he's seen what's happened to both the ships that destroyed, particularly that York. And he probably just doesn't want to mess around here if the CV isn't going to come over here and spot. Oh, and the North Carolina. I'm highlighting him. Hey, we need to take him out, so let's get rid of him. As they have the range for it, I don't, so I'll let them deal with it. And looks like he healed and he goes undetected. So that's not great, because we thought we would have him finished off there, because we were debating whether or not to have Sammy come and help us, but he got that heal up just in time, so that's a pain. Because we've had him trying to focus on our C flank, since we've been pretty strong at Alpha. And then I wonder if that rune has been AFK the whole time and just came online. Get back! So I've told hello everybody, if he wants to push in with me, then get on the other side of the island at G3 or G4. So if the North Carolina pushes back in, he won't be having broadside. And I'm yelling at, oh okay, got a torpedo hit there, the Iowa that he needs to get back. There's no need, if he pushes through there, he is going to die. He needs to hold back. And you can still see we have the points lead, but the enemy team, they're doing well, they're pushing together. And I'm trying to see if I can get this Brindisi. Now, what I think the Brindisi might do is he's going to push in and try to get broadside angles on this Iowa. I don't want that to happen. I want the Iowa to live, so I'm going to smoke up and help conceal him. And it looks like he's turning around. Because right now, the challenge is that we need to be focusing on kill securing. As we're getting to get different players low in health, but we need to finish them. And North Carolina, as you can see, he's live on the bottom of the map. And I'm pretty sure he's probably just lighting up our Leon. Now, our Leon, if he's using the HE, that should help get a fire set. I can't fire torpedoes here because the North Carolina is here. I'm afraid I'm going to hit him if he goes forward or backwards, and then I'm like, okay, Pomeran's backing up, so not worth it. And still trying to get this Arrow player to back up. There's no need for him to be here. I'm expecting torpedoes from the Pomeran down the channel, like such, and he is just on death's door. Yeah. But he was hydroed, but if he at least would have gotten back, the other enemy ships would have had less firing angles on him. Hello is calling out the Brindisi. He's low. Let's finish him off. And then that North Carolina, he's pushing back in, and you can see the Leon is showing him broadside. He's beginning to angle in now. The Brindisi, enemy Brindisi is firing on him. Enemy Leon looks like he also might be firing on him. The Baltimore or Neptune, maybe it's the Pomeran, is also firing this way. And so the error I didn't say right at first is leaving that North Carolina alive. I didn't want to be led from the battle if I could be used better over here as a destroyer. I was hoping that the Leon would be able to focus on it and to some extent hello everybody, but that was probably something we didn't communicate very well, as he's trying to support me in this cap as the Pomeran's pushing in. And so I launched a set of torpedoes there. They are Hydro Q6 detected, but I want to prevent him from just circling in on Alaska, or on hello everybody. I just want it to be a deterrent. And that's when we lose the Leon, and we're now behind on points. And this is where things are going to be heading south now. So now I'm swinging back around. I want to go ahead and pop smoke for hello everybody. I want to help him disengage because he's taking a lot of focus from several different ships right now and want him to live. So as you can see, I've been mostly using my smokes so far for my allies. I haven't really been using them for me. There. Okay, so we finished off the palm run. So that's good. So up to 3 ships destroyed. So we're still behind in points right now, though. But one less to worry about. Now we've lost the Rune, who looks like he grounded himself against the island at E10. And we're under 5 minutes now. So mostly what I'm trying to focus on right now is playing wise, playing smart. You know, we have just under 5 minutes left. We don't need to panic. We don't need to threat. So if we just keep things together, like again we had the lead, then we should be able to pull a win from this is the hope. But it's still tight. So now I'm pushing back this way. I want to get eyes on the North Carolina. I'm kind of kiting a little bit at a distance. I'm not just directly pushing in because I'm not sure if he's just going to come right around the island here at G4. So I want to give a little bit of angle. Still wondering where he is. And that's when I see the gunshots from his gun bloom and he's detected. Okay, so he's at 15,000. So now my goal is I want to finish him or the Brindisi off. Like one of them needs to die, and particularly the North Carolina since he's been such a pain for us. And yeah, so I'm going to push up here because I'm expecting him to move towards Bravo, and I think he's going to be playing around this island.
Engine boost deactivated.
So I'm thinking he probably knows I'm lining up for a torp run that he can see. Not entirely sure. Our George is being maybe a little aggressive, but he has a good game. Don't know what all went over there, but I'm not going to judge him. And so I go ahead and dump a set on that side of the island. I'll hold this next set. Because again, I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. The Brindisi is close to death. We're trying to have Sammy focus on him, but the Brindisi is trying to engage, and that's a lot of AA for him to fly through. And I go ahead and dump the next set. Now, we're still behind on points, and we're barely behind on points. And this Leon is capping, and I want to reset him. I'm not sure if the torpedoes are going to hit, but I'm going to go undetected here. But yeah, we want to reset him. We don't want them to have that cap advantage. And now is the time where the Georgia didn't need to die. It would have been better to have him alive, but he was kind of out of options. So this is not a good situation to be in right now. Now that Leon is there, now North Carolina has popped his plane because he's trying to make sure that I'm not going to run up on him. Because one of the things I was thinking about after it's bed is, you know, could I have actually ran up on him? Well, he has planes going, and then the Enterprise has planes coming in, as you see now. So that wouldn't have really worked. This Leon, I've got eyes on him. Oh, he's turning back in. And I decide maybe I can get a set of torpedoes on him. But the Neptune, I think, must have maybe had his hydro going. I'm not sure. But Sammy takes out the Sword of Sayez, so we're still in it. Just a minute on the time, and we are like talking in Discord that we need a kill. We need to kill now. If we get one kill, we win. And then that's when I see the Leon holds up. So yes, and here comes the North Carolina. So we decide that we are going to focus on North Carolina. That is the ship we want to die. So, and it looks like, I don't know if maybe they knew my torps were coming or something, but anyhow, now the Leon pushes out. Of course he does. The North Carolina is pushing this way, and then again, naturally, he's got like the sixth sense that I sometimes am able to utilize as a battleship player in combating against a destroyer, and he sidesteps it. He may have been just trying to get all of his guns on hello everybody, but the way he's been playing is he's been very intelligent of torpedoes, even for not having hydro. So we're gonna fire there. We missed that. 20 seconds on the clock. And yeah, I don't think we're not gonna be able to pull it off at this point. So close. It was one of those bitter losses, but just kind of wanted to talk with you how some of these matches can be tight, and sometimes enough is not enough. So let's go post-battle results. So you can see we ended that battle with 304,000 credits, over 4,600 experience, over 500 free XP, and then getting Dev Strike in First Blood with 80,000 damage, 4 torpedo hits and 3 kills, and 4 floodings. That's what I love about these torpedoes. And you take the flags for increased chance of floodings. Like, it feels like every time I get a torpedo hit, I get a flood. So then looking here, you can see we topped the team in experience. The Georgia, again, he did a good job. There really wasn't much he could have done in that situation where he was at. I mean, maybe he could have kited away sooner, but again, I wasn't at his side of the map, so I don't know what was going on there. Then followed by Hello Everybody and Sammy. And you can see on the enemy team that we are dealing with some good clans. Particularly the potato quality, the Pomeran died. So actually, I just realized that I was the one who killed him. So, but he before he even died, he placed 3rd on the team. So that is good in that regard. And the Sword of Soyez, also a good player, took him out. So we were able to take out some of the top players on the enemy team, but it wasn't enough. And at North Carolina, he did a good job. I'm not sure if it was luck, but I think I also had to do a 6th sense that he was just a good player and knowing when torpedoes may be coming and not coming. There's layout of the damage. So we almost did half the total damage that North Carolina has. And ended that battle with 220,000 credits. So I guess just mostly want to highlight this battle that I don't have victories all the time. I definitely have defeats in the midst of things, as this was a pretty tight one. I mean, it was a good battle, but of course you want to have the sweet taste of victory in your mouth once it's done. So hats off to the enemy team for playing really good there towards the end of the game. So if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to see more. And if you have already subscribed, thanks so much. So until next time, take care.